So I've been told I need to be more vulnerable. Vulnerable. The very word gets me defensive. Vulnerable? I don't have time to be vulnerable. I've got jobs to be done and errands to run. I've got places to be and people to see, or at least give a quick wave to as I rush along hurriedly, purposely keeping myself busy. So my excuse will always be, I just don't have time to be peeling back all these layers brick by brick. Do you have any idea how long it's taken for me to purposely construct and fashion this barrier? Keeping everyone at bay. Walking round and round, never getting anywhere, mind you, but definitely walking in circles. Going once, twice, 3 times, 4, 5, 6, but never quite sticking it out to the 7th lap to actually bring my walls down. So someone's like, "Hey girl, how you doing today?" And I'm like, "Oh, fine, just fine." Or, "Great, keeping busy." And this one's my favorite. "Praise God, the Lord's been blessing." And the sad part? It works. Everyone's too busy building their own walls to worry about the weak parts in mine. I'm as impenetrable as Jericho, don't you know? That is, until the part of the story where Joshua comes in. Marching around me once, twice, 3 times, and not believing the lies my mask defines. 4 times, not listening to my excuses. A 5th, walking round and round, circling me like a promise. A 6th, and he's still going. Joshua, who do you think you are? To come up in here with your trumpets marching around me as if you would even know what to do once you got in. I'm telling you, you aren't ready for what's in there. What right do you have to break me down? Don't you know I'm already broken? Honestly, I'm just afraid. I'm so afraid. Afraid to let myself bleed. Afraid that if I reveal my scars and voice my need, that no one will come to my rescue. And that all the boys out there who want to look like the knight in shining armor won't actually fight for me like one. So, I put up my firewalls so I won't get burned. And hide my wounds so that no one will discover the truth. The truth that I'm messed up. That's what the walls were for, To present a put-together facade when in reality I'm not. And to be honest, Joshua, I'm afraid of you. I don't know why you're here. I certainly didn't invite you. And you didn't make an appointment. See, I just can't handle another disappointment. I can't handle any more scars etched into the walls of my heart, like the initials on an old oak tree. So just be gentle with me. I simultaneously want to push you away and never let you go. It scares me that somehow you know how to take care of me better than I do. I don't want to want you. And as shallow as it may make me seem, I have to confess that, honestly, I'm scared of having feelings for someone that is unattractive to me. Because how would that ever work if we became a thing? You're just unlike any of the other guys I've ever been interested in or attracted to. And so, I tell myself this is why it'll never work. As if somehow being cooler or smoother or having more swag would make you capable of loving me more. But deep down, I know that's not the truth. The real reason is that I'm just scared of screwing it up. Because you are a good guy. Like an actually really good, decent, kind, thoughtful, sincere guy. And if I let you in, and get to know me, you'll find that I haven't always been a good girl. And why would a guy like you ever want a girl like me? And so, I'm afraid to tell you how I feel. To tell you that I long for you to pursue me. To treat me like a princess. To write down your love for me in words of poetry. And shower me with wildflowers. To throw little rocks in my window and serenade me under the moonlight. Because I'm afraid you won't. And you'll just be like all the others. But you know, it's like you read my mind. And I don't even have to say a word. Because you prove yourself to me over and over every time you take my hand. Like it's the most precious thing you've ever touched. And tell me it's okay, that I can come out, that I don't need to hide anymore. Because you've been searching for me and you found me. And you have something for me that's far greater than chocolates and poetry. You offer me a new heart, one that's whole, restored, and yes, vulnerable. Because just like rose petals and butterfly wings, what makes me vulnerable makes me beautiful. And I should never be ashamed of my scars, because you have them too. Yes, you, the perfect, flawless, blameless one, has scars just like me. Scars that weren't ashamed to bleed your everlasting love for me, when on that cross you declared to the world you'd rather die than have these walls of sin separating you from me. I love you, Joshua, Yeshua, Jesus.